Yo, welcome back. Cheers for all the likes and subscribes on my first video. Much appreciated. Right, so today we're on a light and rewire. So, well, we was meant to be, so we turned up today and turns out a couple of things have changed. So we're not going to rewire the place by the looks of it. We're just going to chop out the old wooden boxes, turn them to metal boxes, as I'll show you now. So these are the old, I need to, wait there, let me find one without the guard on it. So, old wooden boxes, I'm going to chop them out, put metal boxes to reduce the fire hazard, and then update a couple of pendants, change a couple of light fittings, and then also the board needs a drastic change because there's cables everywhere, all unneat, not up to regs, just no RCD, old rewirable fuses, and then also people have put in old, like newer style trip switches into the old board. Covers are missing, everything is just not good, not safe. So we're going to update that. Right, so currently I am come upstairs to double check that there is earths connected, like polarity. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, the earths are just dangling around in the back. No one's connected them all, they've just been snipped. So no sleeving, nothing like that. So what I've been doing is put my tester on that, crocodile clip on that, and my red lead on live on too high setting on ZS. So we're measuring that the earth is connected and all working, which so far so good. All the switches are connected. We are getting readings of anywhere from 0.80 to 1, which is within reason, which is fairly normal for the age of this property. So yeah, I'll drop a couple of light fittings and show you how to do that on a light fitting. Right, so I've just dropped a light fitting. This is what we found. So I don't know why you can see that, the light's not that good. So the earths are just put in the chocolate block, no sleeving whatsoever, just twizzled together. So yeah, what I'm going to do is, what you want to do is, it says free low at the minute because I've just had to turn it off and on. So if you press this button here, changes to too high because I'm only using 2 leads. So I'm on LPE Z Max for ZS, and this will test that the earth is connected. So my red lead will go on the live, and green will go on the earth. Right, I'll try again. That was a bit awkward that time. Right, so if I put my earth in the earth on and put my live, start testing, you'll hear it beeping and then you'll get a reading 1.22. So before I was putting my live on, which I was looking at this here, which is the brown cable, which is obviously normally live. So I was holding my live pin on that, but it wasn't getting live, so I was thinking, what's going on here? So they've wired them in the wrong way. So they put live into the neutral, and then neutral into the live. Alright, so I've just come downstairs to show you the board, and Nick's had a casualty. Don't stand on toilet seats.
It's not the first time. It seems strong enough.
So this is a mess. Bit of everything. Loads of slack on the cables to make a nice neat board, but yeah, this is the mess of different breakers, some missing. Yeah, it's not neat. So
Show them top left. So what ERS? Look at this sec. So for all of you viewing Adams, British Gas had been, it looks like British Gas had put the new fuse board in up there, and they leave a note to saying your whole thing needs inspecting and testing and upgrading. Hence why there's a new board up there, and that's where the customer got scared a little bit from what British Gas had said. Then got another electrician in previous to have a look and give his 2 pence, is that what they say? Anyway, and gave a quote and just said he needs the whole rewire. And then we've obviously, have you explained this or not?
yeah, I tried to. And
yeah,
then,
so
yeah.
we've said, oh, we'll come. We gave her a quote for line rewire. We turned up and obviously it doesn't need one. So we've said it doesn't need one. We'll just test everything. That's what Adam's doing, and then we'll upgrade the board because that needs doing. So we're just picking up and finding bits now that
make our life easier.
The only thing, the difficult thing that you're going to have to do is just chisel all the back boxes out, which isn't going to be too bad because you've got the carbide blades, which will do it.
Yeah.
And the multi-tool. And then, yeah, so I'm filming a bit on my side with the thermal imaging camera.
Like Inception, isn't it? Oh, watch 2 videos side by side so you can sync it up.
Right, so we're just figuring out what's what on the board, so I'm just running around upstairs with the plug
I'm going to
top.
put that back in now, mate, and we're going to do downstairs power, okay?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Alright, so we just figured out that's on upstairs, and the rest of the house is like upstairs circuit. And then I'll come downstairs, try this one. Yeah, it's off down, mate, now.
Okay, perfect. So the immersion, I'll put that back in, and the immersion on here is on a 6 amp. So the one in the air and on the landing, do you want to just double check that for us, bud?
Yeah, right. Right. I think he's on about this one. This is the old immersion.
But we do have a 2.5 that has got an old style Wago on it in the board, so that might be the immersion. But she did say to me earlier that the immersion's never used, so maybe there's no power to it at all. If you can just double check, mate, please.
Oh, someone's just cut out this like cupboard and just literally jammed it in like that. They've not put a fast fix box in.
Not sealed over the back, so if you push that in now, mate.
Oh, we just push those up.
Yeah, so you've just got exposed terminals very close to pipework in an airing cupboard. So safe.
Well, I've done both sides, so.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not on. The only thing, and I'll say this on Adam's video, when you work people's houses for immersions, this is to apprentices, so top tip. Say it, Adam.
Top tip.
Top tip. Quite a few. No, I didn't. I'm just trying not to say quite a few properties back in the day, they would wire a fuse spur or a 2-pole isolator in the kitchen on the kitchen side, which you've seen before. Well, we've going and we can't find out as and when and why we can't get the immersion working. Is because back in the day they used to put the immersion switch in the kitchen, so always double check that. And or ask the customer if there's a switch anywhere that they don't know what does or does anything. Flick that and then try it, but I've already looked, it's not on there.
Yeah.
So there is a cable hanging out. What I will do, I'm going to reconnect that. I'm going to test that, see what happens, and if that's the case, we'll just leave it out from the board because she says the immersion doesn't work. She doesn't want it. We can cut the cable off. Enthusiasm. Let's go for it.
What, found this spectacular site?
What's that feed?
The garage. Wait, why did they put a shroud on?
Well, as far as what I've ever seen to run a garage feed, it's not the worst. They put it in pipe and they put a shroud round to run to the garage. But 200 shouldn't be outside as is, because it's not. Why shouldn't it be?
It's not UV rated.
That's correct. God, I'm such a good teacher. And it's flapping around, so.
And it's not, yeah, not clipped.
So we can sort that out, but we'll lift the garage up and give that a test, yeah.
I'm getting blinded. Right, so we're gonna swap out the boxes, but first we've turned off downstairs lights, isolated it, all that stuff, so it's safe to work on. So what we're gonna do is, there's loads of slack in that. We're gonna chop around the box, but first get a level on it, mark up, get all the switches the same height, and then literally just go around it with a multi-tool, pull out this old wooden box, and then yeah, fasten it in and rewire the switches up, connect the earths properly.
That's right. But like you say, with the wooden boxes in the wall, that's the way it used to be done way back when. And with this house as well, how was the cable running this house, Ad? In the walls. Yeah.
Oh, like with metal capping.
Actual conduit. This is oval conduit. Yeah. So this is how this house has been rewired at some point with minimal damage because they managed to pull the cables through the existing pipes in the wall.
Fair enough. Just try not to do that.
Problem is,
be better if multi-tool in that.
Yeah, you can do.
Like
the problem what we've got, everyone, is we don't want to damage any walls. The whole purpose of this rewire was meant to be a kinetic rewire. So the cables are all going to be cut off at the switches and just put a kinetic switch on it, so no damage would have been caused whatsoever. So now we've got the task of changing these over to metal back boxes because the cables are okay. We've got to make sure we're not damaging the walls, and if we are, it's within the frame of the actual pattress itself.
I might have to do a bit down the middle.
Yeah, slice down.
But the cables come out now.
Yeah, sweet. For apprentices watching, whenever you're doing this, always apply a lot of pressure to the actual pattress when you're putting it on, because my God, does it slip constantly. We have it, so we can multi-tool around that, so it's not much difference at all. So it's going to be a bit dust, and might be a tiny bit of brick, but there's a wooden in the back of there, so we'll be able to screw straight to that. Yeah. Right, nice and neat, nice and clean. Ad's got the pattress out, she's got the hoover out, clean the hole out. Excuse me. And it's going to do with the floor in a sec. Sticking the 20mm open grommet in. That's it, that way. Yeah. Fingers crossed this should go in first time. How confident are you, Mr. Adam?
Fairly confident. Oh, right there. There you are. Oh, wait there, there's a bit there. Oh, it just crumbles.
Like my hopes and dreams. Give it a bit of a tap in. With you. Yeah, with the appropriate tool, yeah. Sweet ass, took the words straight out of my mouth. So, as you can see from that, I mean, that is really good by you. You've obviously had some practice before. Being careful.
I've never done this before.
You've never done this one before?
Never changed.
Anyway, so everyone watching Apprentices, that now that can go on without any patching or filling or anything itself.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I thought you were going to say something else.
I was just so caught up in the moment, mate, with such a good workmanship by yourself.
And the white socket, like the edge.
The bevel will go over the, yeah, go over the edge, be sound. Right,
so that one's gone neat. So what I'm going to do is, going to do room by room. So in here, in this room, going to fix this termination, fix that, and then re-terminate this light up to the ceiling. And then also, going to get a new switch on the van, strip it back to the appropriate length, double them over, get some earth sleeve in, everything that's necessary, and then I'll hoover all this room out because we'll be done in this room, and then we can shut the door and this room's done, and then move on to the hallway, then move into the lounge, do this one, and just do room by room. Right, so it is, where's my phone? R5, right, so it's R5. Today's been interesting, should we say that? So, past, say, half of the day, second half of the day, didn't get any footage because I've been super busy, getting kind of annoyed at changing the boxes from wooden. So, yeah, they're all on now, all level, all square, but yeah, definitely a learning curve, so.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I had the right fun in the little cupboard.
Yeah, Nick changed the board, so tomorrow we're going to come back and just label up.
Label up, and the garage feed needs sorting. Because the garage, well, you've seen it earlier on your footage, the cable's flapping around, so I've isolated that. I'm just going to run a new bit of conduit outside just to secure it a bit, but it's getting a bit dark as you can see from outside.
Yeah.
It's a bit late now, but we've hoovered. Sorry, it's your video, you carry on. Sorry.
Yeah. Right, so I've hoovered. Just putting the last few light fittings up. I've literally got one more to do right above here actually. And then yeah, that should be it. Right, so thanks for watching and I'll catch you on the next one.